On the ridiculously inadequate regulations. Thank you. We're here to support them. We're here to support them in standing up for clean, safe air and water for our kids. To good health and quality of life. And we've discovered that the state has not been looking out for us. The regulators are not regulating, they are promoting. The state's regulatory agency, the COGCC, is supposed to stand for the Colorado Oil and Gas Conservation Commission, not the Colorado Oil and Gas Chamber of Commerce. But that is part of their mission, is to be the Oil and Gas Chamber of Commerce. So instead of standing, that's why we need to protect ourselves here in Colorado Springs. Now our governor, let's talk about him. Oh, wait a minute. Let me rephrase that, because he's not acting like our governor. He's acting like the oil and gas industry's governor. Woo! He has threatened to sue cities that stand up for their right to protect the citizens and their precious resources. Woo! But the good news is that there are cities out there, like Longmont and Fort Collins, that have decided to stand up for their rights.
Yeah!
Okay. So wouldn't it be cool if the second largest city in the state stood up with them? Wouldn't that be cool? Yeah. Okay. And that's what we're here to do today, is to encourage our city council to join with them. I think the governor will have a hard time ignoring that. It's time for us to join these other communities, to join other states and other communities across the country. It's really easy. It's really easy because the health and welfare of our kids is a no-brainer. I'd like to introduce to you now somebody, a citizen who did choose good health over the promise of riches. In front of our city council, 2 weeks ago, I believe it was, she tore up a check from the oil and gas industry. Also, recently, she had a few choice words for the oil and gas industry's governor. So I give to you now, Elaine Doudna.
Thank you, Dave. This is a letter that I wrote to Governor Frackenlooper. But maybe we should call him Fraxalot. Dear Governor Frackenlooper, I come to by my Democratic credentials, much like USAA Insurance. My father was a 50-plus year member of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. My senior speech in high school was on the provision 14B of the Taft-Hartley Act. A trip to the Ludlow massacre site was a nice family drive on a Sunday afternoon. I have been steeped, like a tea bag, in the soup of labor law and collective bargaining jargon. Kellogg, Brown and Root, plus Halliburton were dinner topics in our household growing up. It pains me, then, to have to leave the only political party which I have held in high esteem, a party that has been ready to protect the worker and our rights to a decent living wage and the principles of due process. I have been a committed member of the Teachers Association for more than 30 years, been a precinct committee person, a canvasser, a poll watcher, and an election judge. The Democratic Party cannot count on me from now on. I will be a spoiler, a Ralph Nader, ready to split the vote from here on out. You, Governor, give me no choice. You and your friends, former Governor Ritter, Senator Bennett, and Philip Anschutz, among others, have chosen to support the oil and gas lobby against the citizens of the state of Colorado. You are no better than Governor Elias A.M. Ammons calling in the Colorado National Guard against defenseless miners at Ludlow in 1914, almost a century ago. You have formed an unholy alliance against the people of Colorado. You have chosen money over public good. Will you really have us socialize the risks of fracking while your friends privatize the profits? You, Governor Fraxalot, need to be recalled. Unfortunately, Gov, Once a geologist, always a geologist. Elaine M. Ernest Doudna, and P.S. If you think that my salutation is disrespectful, please consider that your threat to sue municipalities that ban fracking as insulting. We are just shaking in our shoes. Ooh! I feel like Daddy has taken us to the woodshed for a good whooping.